Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So at the beginning of this month, I posted letting you know that Vivaldi browser could be getting a major UI redesign. And just to let you know that now has actually happened because Vivaldi version 7, which is a major release, has just started rolling out maybe a couple of hours ago, today on the 24th of October 2024. So if you are using the Vivaldi browser, this may be a big one to look out for. Now, Vivaldi 7, according to Vivaldi, introduces a completely redesigned UI, user interface. And before we have a look at that, at first, let's just head over to our main menu, Help About Vivaldi. And once this update has been applied, if we just have a quick look at the version and build upgrades, because we've moved up from 6.9 now to 7, so we've moved out of the 6 points and we're now into the 7s. So I think that's because this is a major version upgrade. Now, first of all, the browser version and build is sitting on 7.0.3495.6. So that's the latest release for the stable channel. And Chrome has also been upgraded to 130, which is the latest Chromium platform. And that would also contain all the latest fixes from Chromium. It would include this week's security fixes, which include 3 security fixes addressing 3 high-risk vulnerabilities. Good news is there are no 0 days or critical vulnerabilities, so that will take care of all the updates for the Chromium platform, which the browser is based on. And of course, if you are running Vivaldi on Windows, just to double check you have the update, you head to Help, check for updates, and this will force and start the update process if it hasn't done so already. Now, as mentioned, they've completely redesigned the user interface. And if we just take a closer look at what's going on here, the first thing you'll notice is what they're calling the new spacious user interface. So the spacing between the different toggles has been increased, so the padding, for want of a better word. And if you prefer a more compact look and feel, you can find the new UI density setting by heading to your settings, appearance page, and yeah, you'll see user interface density. So you can actually, that's regular, will be default now. You've got compact, which I actually think looks a little bit better. I think I might leave it at compact. I'll just see, but I'll just put it back to regular. So there's regular, compact, and then you've also got compact menu layout. This setting requires a restart to take full effect. So go fiddle around with this, but just bringing that to your attention. You can adjust that user interface density because Vivaldi is not short of options, as you may well know if you do use the browser. So that's the first UI change. Then, of course, we've got floating tabs. Here we go, which are more rounded, and they are now giving that hovering floating effect above the actual frame of the browser. And I must admit, the rounded tabs look more predominant over on my Windows 10 device, where I also run Vivaldi for the purposes of this channel. So I'm not really seeing the new very rounded tabs on my Windows 11 device, which I'm now recording on. But they are rounded, and I have seen that over on my Windows 10 device and also give you that floating appearance. We've also got new icons. So yeah, you'll see they got a more kind of material U redesign. And I mentioned that in that previous video. So the icons have also, what Vivaldi is saying, become a little bit more sleek. And we also get new themes. So if we head to our new tab page settings, yeah, we've got a couple of extra background images that they've also changed. We've got a couple of new ones. So that's a new one. I haven't seen that before. I'm using the one I actually prefer out of there. Let's try this. So you get the idea. There's a couple now of new little wallpaper backgrounds you can try out for the new tab page. So go check that out. And then you can also get more background images and themes by clicking on this link. So there's a couple of user interface tweaks and adjustments. Now, another very big update with this latest release is the new dashboard. And when you first install version 7, you'll notice here to the bottom right, there's a little icon, like a little gift box, like a little present. If you click on that, it'll open up the dashboard. But basically, according to Vivaldi, just before I show you a little bit what the dashboard is all about, Vivaldi says the dashboard is your all-in-one control center, which pulls everything together. So your mail, calendar, notes, tasks, and even your feed reader are all in one place, and it's completely customizable. So how you get this to all work, the easiest for me would be just to head to your page settings, make sure that you've got dashboard enabled. Okay, so that needs to be enabled. And then what you need to do if you're not seeing the dashboard is just right click on your new tab page background and click on show start page navigation. And here you'll see your speed dial, home, shopping, travel. There you've got dashboard, and there's the new dashboard. Now, this is just to give you a general idea. Obviously, you can fiddle around with this to your heart's content. Go check it out, fiddle around, but just bringing this to your attention just to show you what's new. And just another explanation here. If we head back to the page settings menu, you can turn the dashboard off as well if you still want your start page navigation, and then you can obviously turn that back on. So you have a lot of customization options available with Vivaldi, as you may well know. So if you want to add widgets, new widgets, you just scroll right down to the bottom, add a widget, and here you've got calendar, agenda, latest emails, sticky notes, bookmarks, tasks, tip of the day, feeds, top sites. I have enabled a couple, so you've got a good couple of options going on here. And obviously, you can personalize this to your own personal choice and preference. But fiddle around, just bringing it to attention as a new feature. Dashboard is quite a big feature update with this latest release to version 7. So go check that out. Now, the next new feature is they've evolved the feed reader. And over and above, obviously, having feeds now, your feed reader on the dashboard page now, or in the new dashboard, it now has separate feed folders, which I think is a nice move. Now, I don't use the feed reader in Vivaldi, but here's just a image just to give us a general idea from the actual changelog. So basically, the feed reader now supports folders to better manage RSS feeds, which I think if you are using the feature is a nice move in the right direction. And then with version 7, Vivaldi say they have added a feature in your inbox. So if you are using the Vivaldi mail, there's a new feature in your inbox if it gets crowded. So there's a new jump to latest mail, as you can see, jump to latest mail feature that makes it easy to hop back to the most recent email with a single click. So that's also a new feature. And then something else I'm quite happy to see they've rolled out with version 7 is they've rolled out instant sync. So if you are using Vivaldi on multiple desktop devices, your bookmarks, notes, and settings are now synced in real time. And Vivaldi sync has been a little bit in question. I have actually seen a couple of comments on the channel. So there's a better instant sync. So hopefully that will sort out and resolve a couple of these sync issues with this latest version upgrade. And then over and above that, guys, there is a massive changelog from version 6.9 to version 7.0. And just to let you know, I'm not going to get into everything else, we'll be here all day, but just to let you know that in the changelog, there are 10 crash fixes for version 7 that have rolled out. So if you have been experiencing any problems, mainly the browser crashing in different instances, then just obviously double check you have this update sooner than later. So guys, that's just a brief overview, give or take, more or less what's new, focusing on some of the key highlights that are available with version 7. And as mentioned, go fiddle around with the dashboard, and obviously go check out the new tabs, floating tabs, and different icons and so on, and those new themes and those new wallpapers. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.